What up, y'all? This your boy Ace here, and welcome to Afternoons. And let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna do a bigger video for this at some point when I get a chance. I'm gonna have to do a much longer video. I'm gonna have to talk about this whole thing with Jacy Jayne. As I've been telling y'all, I've recorded a video a few weeks ago. I just haven't had time to put it out. And now that that one's kind of aged out, a lot has happened since then. I got to do a new one, but I'm going to do one at some point in November. And I'm going to talk about Jacy, a long video with Jacy when I get a chance. And we're going to talk about everything going on with Jacy Jayne. Because tonight told me that they're going into more of a development mode with this. And character development mode. And I really like it. Because I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm like the rest of y'all, man. I wanted to see Thea, Hail, and Jacy Jayne get the titles. Jacy, you get the titles, bro. I wanted to see that. But I think the storyline is more important. And they were playing up the whole WWE Women's Tag Team title curse thing. If it's on hold or gone or whatever. So far nothing's happened with Chelsea Green and Piper Niven, so I don't think it's a real, but like it's like a real curse with that belt, man, as far as people getting hurt when they have it. But so far, so good for, you know, Chelsea and Niven, man. So they've had it for like 2 months now, ever since she had to replace Sonya Deville for it. So interesting stuff, man. This is crazy, man. And NXT has such a deep roster, bro. They need that tag team title. That's why I wanted Jacy Jayne and Thea Hail to win it. I feel like it was appropriate because Mr. Andre Chase and Duke Hudson had the titles now. So they could have been, like Duke Hudson was saying, champs you know what I mean? I don't think that this is it for, you know, this whole thing, though. But we'll get into more of it at the end. Let's go over how the match went. Because I thought it was a pretty good match. I thought that this was actually a really good match. And it shows you how good Jacy Jayne is in the ring. And Chelsea Green is very underrated in the ring, bro. I think Chelsea Green has the goods in the ring, bro. I really do. I really do think she's got the goods. But Jayne and Hail used tags to cut the ring in half on Green. Because they were really going after Green, which was a good strategy. Green dumped Hail to ringside. Hail dodged the slide into Green with a dive. Jayne used the cannonball to save Hail from Niven. Hail and Jayne did DX cross chops, heading into picture-in-picture. Then coming out of picture-in-picture, Booker compared Chelsea and Piper to HBK and Kevin Nash, which is a really interesting comparison, but kind of accurate because Kevin Nash is big like Piper Niven, and then Chelsea Green has kind of got that HBK smaller build, you know what I mean? Piper used her power to block a Kimura. Hail got a window of opportunity with a DDT. Green tagged in and dragged Hail away. Hail dodged an elbow drop and tagged in Jayne for the hot tag. Jayne cleaned house. Jayne caught Niven with a super kick. Jayne caught Green with a cannonball. Jayne escaped a Unprettier and hit Green with a Uranage. Piper broke up Jayne's pin. Niven caught Hail with a flapjack slam. So we kind of got more into Jacy Jayne and this whole thing going on with Chase. So Jayne and Green took each other out with pump kicks. Chase and Hudson rallied up the crowd. Jayne wanted to use the tag belt, but Chase pulled it away and didn't want the cheating. Green called to distract Jayne with an Unprettier for the victory, and that was all she wrote for Jacy Jayne and Thea Hail of Chase U or Jacy. I like calling him Jacy. In about almost 9 minutes, Chelsea Green and Piper Niven retained the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. And then Alba Fire and Isla Dawn was on NXT tonight. And they actually took over the hosting duties from Scarlett and Shotzi, right? And they were laughing from the crow's nest section. And they could be challenging for these tag team titles, bro. I think that's a very interesting recon, bro. I really do think it is. Let's go over the poll, because I did a poll for this match, man. We had 316 votes, 19 likes at the time that I'm doing this. And about 61% of y'all went with Jacy to get the win over the champs. But the champs had 40%. So it was a very split poll, man. A lot of y'all thought Chelsea Green and Piper Niven were going to hold on. And you guys were right, bro. So salute to y'all, man. Thank y'all for voting in this poll, by the way. let me say this though. I do think it's a good idea. I do see some chemistry with Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. I was talking about this as far as Chelsea Green and really Piper being like her henchman, right? And Chelsea Green is on this wave right now, which I think she's learning how to be a champion, a singles champion, while being a tag champion. That's why I say the tag team division can always help people who are trying to be in the singles division. I talked about that in the last match with Lola Vice and Kalani Jordan. They need to be in the tag team division. But yeah, and I think this is helping Thea Hail being in the tag team division with Jacy Jayne, who's one of the second best in-ring worker behind Kiana James, in my opinion, on the whole entire roster. With Jacy Jayne, this whole thing with Andre Chase is really good, because we saw them talking in the beginning like Jacy Jayne wanted Andre Chase to do a favor for them or her. Like she thinks she did them last week. She's kind of giving herself credit that she's the reason why they won. And we know that's not true, bro. But then he pulls the belt away, right? So he pulls the belt away because Jacy wanted to use it. And she's like, why not? You know, she wanted to cheat. And he's not about cheating. He's about, what's that word called? He's about, not cheating, ethics and stuff like that, right? And so, integrity, that's the word I was looking for. He's about integrity, right? And so, with Jacy, they're kind of telling a story where I wonder if Thea finds out that, once again, Andre Chase kept her from getting another, forgetting her, really her first championship in NXT, her first chance to hold a title. And I wonder if she finds out about that, Jacy gets in her head and has her separate from Chase U even more. This is one thing that I'm talking about in my big video, man. We're gonna get into it a little bit more. I think they cut some layers with this to tell that story, and that's why I like the ending, because it makes it interesting now if this builds an even deeper split between the two, you know, where Thea really wants to rebel against Andre Chase for doing what he did. So they could be doing that, you know, and hopefully building up a faction. Because like I said, when Cora Jade comes, I don't know when the hell Cora Jade coming back, but when she comes back, they need to have her in this group with Jacy Jayne, bro. They need to put her in there, bro. Let's see if they go in that direction. Give me your thoughts on this, man. Give this video a like, share, subscribe, y'all. Thank y'all for watching my NXT videos this week. And Halloween Havoc is over. And Halloween Havoc was great the last 2 weeks, man. 7 women's matches in the last 2 weeks, bro. That's amazing. Big up to HBK Shawn Michaels, bro. First normal episode in a couple of weeks. Next week, we'll see how things go on NXT, man, as we prepare for Deadline in December, bro. Thank y'all for watching. After News to Light.